Welcome, Forde Radio 17, by myself this week. Just a note that next week I've got David Hompes on again. So Dave was on a previous episode. We did a real long one and we had lots of interesting points and discussions. That was regarding a lot of food intolerances, a lot of how we test the body for what food works, for a few mental things like this and that. So Dave's going to be on next week. I want to peck his head about carbohydrates a little bit. I'm seeing a lot of social media about people loving carbohydrates, from bread to chocolate to everything carb based, really. Now, no one's up for elimination diets of cutting something out completely out of the whole diet for the whole day. I think, but some of these partisan posts about what are the best chocolate snacks and putting calories on chocolate and shite, I think it feels so uncomfortable to me. I'm quite an old school trainer, and one of the first books I read was by Paul Chek, who's very down for natural, lots of organic vegetables and high quality meats and stuff like that. So that's kind of the foundation of my thinking, as well as there's a fella called Holland, can't remember his last name. No, Holland's his last name, can't remember his first name, who did a lot of discussion about nutrients and food quality, and how it can help. And then another course I did was at the Primal Gym at Leeds Dock, and that was all about food quality, low carbohydrates, and keeping your energy up with good quality organic food, good quality fats and good quality meat. I don't want to give it a label as such. So there was a lot of discussion around that. So I want to talk to Dave next week around carbohydrates, around chocolate, around bread. I mean, bread for one, like I'd never cut it out of someone's diet, but like I've had a food diary last week and I said to someone, you need to eat a lot less bread. Because the food diary they provided, they were having 2 and 3 meals based around bread every day. Sometimes 3 on some of the days. So it was like, yeah, like I appreciate it doesn't always make you fat and it doesn't make you overweight, obese, and but it doesn't do any good for your bread. Like I appreciate it's delicious, and my clients are allowed to eat bread, they're allowed to eat pizzas, but it doesn't do you any good. So I need to focus on what's food that makes you healthier, improves your immune system, improves your vitamins and mineral content of your diet. So that's what we need to focus on. Personally, that's how I think. But me and Dave are going to have a discussion. Like, there's trainers out there saying, oh, there's nothing wrong with snacking on chocolate, these are the calorie amounts in it. Like, there's so much obesity, there's so many people who are scared to go swimming, certainly young people who are now scared to go swimming and afraid of diets. You just got to walk around anywhere. I know we're not walking around too much, but the amount of overweight people, and it's not because they've eaten too much broccoli, it's not because they've overeaten on fish, it's because they're eating shit, which is often bound up with carbohydrates. So yeah, I want to speak up with Dave about that next week, because I'm quite worried. So the other topic is back to the gym. We're looking like April the 12th. That's the date that the government have set us for to reopen. So why am I keen to get back? I want to start doing with my clients heavy legs, and I think everyone should do heavy legs. Leg work within reason. Yeah, not 1 rep max, staying away from that high intensity, but heavy leg work as in at least 8 to 10 reps, that kind of thing, that's hard, that's makes you go red in the face, that makes you puff and pant. Like that kind of leg work is the leg work that's going to help you tone up. That kind of leg work is going to make you strong for the rest of your life if you can do enough of it at this time. So important for your whole body. Like your legs are obviously the biggest limbs, the biggest muscles. So the more we do on the legs, the better you'll be. And this is not people who are trying to get 1 million followers on Instagram because they've got an amazing arse, although it's a step in that direction if that's what you want. But working legs, so I'm talking about walking lunges with dumbbells, with big dumbbells, like double figure dumbbells. I'm talking about deadlifts above 50 kilograms. I'm talking about leg press with multiple plates on. These exercises, these are the ones that are going to toughen you up mentally. They're going to give you so much more resilience in all your life, in everything that you deal with, because it can be, if you've not done it before, they can be scary, and doing scary things obviously makes us more resilient and gets us out of that comfort zone, which, yeah, it's about winning mini battles. But not only that, from a physiological point of view, working your legs on a regular basis is going to it burns lots of energy, it develops lots of muscle tone, so this is going to help those fat stores across the body the more we do on the legs. Again, if you've got feel like you've got a lot to achieve, you're a beginner, you need to be looking at multiple leg sessions a week, and a trainer will give you an ideal program and make sure you're getting the right balance of exercises. Any trainer can do that, really, and make sure you're hitting the big muscles. So the big muscles are the glutes, the quads, the hamstrings, again, and we can get lots of calorific output on calves as well. I think calves are quite underrated. Like, they're difficult to grow, but we can fire out a lot of energy and a lot of aggression into those big old leg raisers, calf raisers. So getting back into the gym, I know people want to take it easy and work their way back in, which is fine, because last lockdown there was people doing 1 rep maxes first week back for testing. I was like, this is going to end badly. Those tendons and ligaments have not been loaded with heavy weight for a long time, so if you go straight back in and start testing your 1 rep max, stuff like that, coming straight out of lockdown without a couple of weeks to reload those ligaments and tendons, you're going to have a few problems along the way. Right, that's all from me today. So look for more information on my other social feeds about leg work and how you can develop your leg work and what you need to be doing. If you feel like you need a program, or you need to talk to a trainer, or you want to talk to me, you can find there is a little survey on my flow page. So my flow page is a link in the bio for my Instagram, and the flow page is also on my Facebook. And on there is a bit of internet code. What are you on about? Lost it. I'm trying to think too much. On there is a link to book on an appointment. So there's a few questions to answer about what you want to achieve, and then there's a link onto my my Google Calendar, which then means you can book a call. We can have a 15-minute chat, and we can just see where you're at, see how I can help you, and if there's any guidance on that. Other than that, that's all for today. I've not had any questions through. Again, if you want to fire questions through for the podcast for Dave next week, do that. That'd be amazing. So that's all things on food intolerances, DNA testing, the mental side of training. Dave's a big expert on that. He's got loads more experience than me. So if you want to get onto that, we can. Just coming up to the 10-minute mark, so I'm going to click off now. Thanks for listening. I appreciate everyone's feedback. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a great weekend.